Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you all are doing absolutely well. Guys, in this video we are going to practice some more questions related to your TCS MBA hiring business aptitude section. Make sure to watch the video till complete end as you will learn a lot of new concepts, okay? And I have tried to cover a lot of questions related to journalism in this video so that you get a better practice of questions. Now guys, I just want one thing from you guys. If you are finding this video helpful, please write the word helpful. When you write that, I get to know how many of you are preparing for it and I can post more content related to it. So before we dive deep into the video, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel as it really motivates me to bring more such helpful content for all of you. And just in case if you are not aware, I have created a complete playlist on TCS MBA on my channel. Make sure to practice the questions from this playlist as it is going to be super helpful for you. So without wasting any time, let's get started with today's video and let's start practicing the questions. Let's look at this question. New media have facilitated the type of communication which is, and we have the options as interactive, abstract, conceptual and public. So guys, in this case the correct answer is going to be option number A, which is interactive. Let me tell you why so. See, new media including social media platforms and digital content channels allow for two-way communication between users, right? Enabling interactive engagement rather than passive content consumption. Because you might have seen whatever the new media platform or the social media platform these days are, they all provide a two-way content, two-way communication with the content creators, right? Not just they are providing us the content, you can even interact with them via DMs or via comment sections, right? So this is why the correct answer in this case is going to be interactive. Okay, moving on to the next question. Continuation of a story on another page is called, okay, and we have different options: carried, jump, bouncer and forward. So guys, I am very sure that most of you in this question will get confused and will select the option as answer as option number D, which is forward. But no guys, the correct answer in this case is going to be option number B, that is jump. Okay, so jump is basically the word that is used for continuation of a story on another page. So in newspaper and magazines, when a story is too long to fit on a page, right, you might have seen that it continues on the other page. This is called as jump. Okay, and the readers are typically given a note indicating that where the story is continuing forward, right? Okay, moving on to the next question. The question is, the reporter's name usually at the beginning of a story is termed as, okay, make sure that you read it correctly at the beginning of the story. Okay, so the options that we have are byline, header, start line and index. So guys, in this one the correct answer is going to be option number A, which is byline. Okay, so a byline is a line that in a newspaper or article that gives the credit to the author or the journalist who have written that story. It usually appears at the beginning of the article. Okay, moving on to the next question. Guys, before we move on to the next question, a humble request: if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to do so because you will get a lot of helpful content on the channel. Okay, the question is, taxonomy of news values is written by whom? And we have the options as Paul Lazarsfeld, David M. White, Stanley Cohen, Galtung and Ruge. Okay, the correct answer is going to be option number D, that is Galtung and Ruge. Okay, so Johann Galtung and Mary Ruge developed the taxonomy of news values, which is a framework for understanding what makes an event newsworthy. Their work is fundamental in journalism studies. Okay, moving on. The question is, the central point of a news story is, and we have the options as option A, a justification for running the story on the front page; option B, the identity of the most important figure of the story; option C, to get readers to read the rest of the newspaper or viewers; option D, a one or two sentence summary of what the story is. Okay, see, the correct answer is going to be option number D, that is a one or two sentence summary of what the story is. The core of a news story is its central idea, usually summarized in one or two sentences, often appearing in the lead or opening paragraph to quickly inform the readers about the main point. Okay, moving on to the next question. Personality journalism is another name of, options are political journalism, development journalism, parachute journalism and celebrity journalism. The correct answer in this case is going to be option number D, that is celebrity journalism. See, there are different types of journalism. Okay, personality journalism, which is focusing mainly on famous individuals such as celebrities, athletes, and public figures. It covers the personal lives, careers, controversies, making it synonymous with celebrity journalism. Okay, that is why we have selected the answer as option number D. Moving on to the next question. The question is, the inverted pyramid style in a newspaper content is normally used for, and the options are news features, society news, editorial, or article. So guys, the correct answer in this case is going to be option number A, which is news features. Okay. So the inverted pyramid style presents the most important information first, followed by the supporting details. This is commonly used in news features to ensure that readers get the key information quickly. Okay. Moving on to the next question now. The question is, dash is not a principle of page maker. Okay. And the options that we have are proportion, balance, contrast, and 5Ws. The correct answer will be 5Ws. Okay. So 5Ws is not a principle of page makeup. Now let me tell you what are the 5Ws. So first of all, let me write it that the answer for this question is option D, and 5Ws are who, what, when, where, and why. Okay. See, 5Ws are fundamental questions in journalism, okay, but are not a principle of page design. So proportion, balance, and contrast are key elements of page makeup in print media. Okay. Moving on to the next question. Sensation is the main feature of dash journalism. We have different options: black, yellow, red, and blue. The correct answer in this case is going to be option number B, that is yellow. Okay, yellow journalism. So yellow journalism basically refers to exaggerated, sensational, or misleading news reporting aimed at attracting readers and increasing the sales. It often prioritizes drama over accuracy. You might have seen, right, these kinds of journalism ads and all, right? So that is called as yellow journalism. Okay. Moving on. Which phrase describes a feature? And we have the options as hard news, any story that informs the leader, soft news, and any short newspaper article. So guys, in this case, the correct answer is going to be option number C, that is your short news. Okay, short news is the correct answer for this question. See, short news refers to the feature stories that focus on entertainment, human interest, life cycle, and culture rather than hard-hitting facts or breaking news. Okay, so that is why we have selected the answer as option C. Hope you have understood it. Moving on. The next question is, the purpose of a slug line on a news story is to, and the options are enable reporters to write the headlines for their stories. Option B is help editors identify and track news stories. Option C is hit a news organization's enemies with a result. And option D is identify the political orientation of a news story. So guys, in this way, in this question, the correct answer is going to be your option number B. Okay. And this is the answer for this question. See, slug line is what? Slug line is basically a brief reference at the top of a news story that helps editors and journalists track, organize, and manage stories during the editorial process. Okay, it basically acts as an internal label for identifying the story before finalizing the headline. So that is why we have selected option number B, because it helps editors identify and track the news stories. Sorry. Moving on. Okay, so guys, if you have noticed, these questions are easy only. It's just that you need to practice it once. Okay, don't try to like by heart or remember them. It's just like casual questions. You just have to understand that these types of questions can also come. That is why we are covering it. But don't get overwhelmed with these types of questions that okay, I have to learn all this single question, because see, the course is very vast. Okay, you cannot cover every single thing of it. Just that the more questions you practice, the better idea of the set of questions you will have. And see, sometimes what happens, even if we are solving this question, but we get the understanding of the concept or what's happening in this type of questions, right? So the main aim is that only, and not to by heart the questions. Okay, I hope you are getting what I'm trying to say here. Okay, the question is, the first paragraph of a news story is called what? The options are beat, lead, anchor, or slug. The correct answer is going to be option number B. Okay, that is lead. So lead is the correct answer. Lead, which is also spelled as lead, okay, is the opening paragraph of a news article. Basically, it provides the most important details and grabs the reader's attention, often answering the who, what, where, when, why, and how of the story. Okay, so basically, the first paragraph of the news story is called as lead. Moving on to the next question. Lobbying is what? Okay, and the options are: first option is the enhancement of communication between investor-owned companies and their shareholders. Option B is in exercise of persuasion cum pressure. Option C is protesting about a particular cause, and option D is publishing advertisements. The correct answer in this case is option number B, that is exercise of persuasion cum pressure. See, lobbying involves influencing policy makers, legislatures, or public officials to support a particular cause, policy, or business interest. It is common practice in political and corporate environments to gain favorable decisions. Moving on to the next question. For effective media relations, it is essential that the public relation department should be, and the options are proactive, reactive, centralized, and decentralized. So guys, in this one, the correct answer is going to be option number A, which is your proactive. Okay. See, a proactive PR department anticipates media's needs, engages with journalists, and ensures a consistent and positive image of the organization. Instead of waiting for issues to arise, it actively shapes the narrative. Okay. Moving on. The next question is attempt to accept a certain view or persuade a specific action is called what? The options are propaganda, option B is lobbying, option C is feature, and option D is advertisement. So guys, the correct answer is going to be propaganda, okay, which is option number A. See, propaganda is a form of communication aimed at influencing people's opinions, attitudes, or action, often used biased or misleading information to shape public's perception about it. It is commonly used in political and marketing campaigns. We are all aware about it, right? Moving on. So guys, so far we have practiced a lot of questions. Now I have one question for you guys. What you need to do, this is a DIY question, DIY as in do it yourself. I will be telling you this question and I will not be telling you the answer of this question. You need to attempt this question by yourself and write down the answer of it in the comment section. Make sure to definitely attempt this question. Let's read this question. The question is, what is the main purpose of a press release? The options are to advertise a product, to provide official information to the media. Option C is to criticize competitors, and option D is to entertain readers. Okay, make sure to attempt this question and write down its answer in the comment section. I am seeing, I'm always reading all of your answers that you put in the comment section. So guys, that's all for today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and if you do, please give it a like. If you have any more doubts, please drop them in the comment section. You can also join me on Telegram and follow me on Instagram as well. You can ask your queries over Instagram DM too. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss on any of the important updates or notification whenever I upload a new video. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching the video.